Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Brittany Boll, and today in the studio with me is the Director of Outreach from Good Samaritan Home, Mr. Nathan Halfpap. Thanks for joining me, Nate.
Thanks, Britt. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today? It's a huge family
Fundraiser.
Correct,
yeah. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the United Hearts Family Fest. This is the second annual. This is put on by the Good Samaritan Home. It benefits the Good Samaritan Home Foundation, which financially supports our home and our mission and our endeavors and everything we do in senior care out there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so you said second year. I do remember you coming out here the first year. Was
Correct.
it a success?
It was a success. We've expanded this year. Last year was our first time doing it. We kind of styled it after a sort of a parish picnic, something we're all very familiar with.
Those are pretty
right?
successful around here.
Right. You know, when we were charged with coming up with this fundraiser, me and another guy at work there, we're just kind of like parish picnic style.
Yes.
So, of course. Last year, yes, success. We estimate we had between 400 and 500 people last year, and we're looking to raise that this year, and we've added some new attractions and things like that. So, this Saturday, the September 7th, at Trinity United Church of Christ out there on 24th Street.
Yep, that's at 2024 South 24th Street. And
correct.
Tickets to get into the picnic?
So free admission,
okay.
No charge to get in. And then once you're there, everything that you may want to do, eat, drink, any activities, anything like that is based off tickets. Tickets are $1 a piece. Mm-hmm. You can obviously buy those the day of the event. Or you can go to our Facebook page, check out our numerous Facebook posts over the past couple months, or go to givebutter.com/UHFF2024, because right now you can still purchase tickets. You buy $20 worth, you get $25 worth, so you get 5 free.
That's a deal.
Yeah, so your beer, your soda, your wine,
I was going to ask beer, but I wasn't sure if we could touch on that. So it is really a parish picnic style.
It is really a parish picnic style, yes, correct. I mean, there's something literally for the entire family. We've got a huge kind of kids zone that we have dubbed it. We've got all sorts of bounce houses, inflatable obstacle courses, all the carnival games that you've come to expect from something like this in Quincy. We've also got 2 great live bands.
Okay.
So we've got Steel and Copper from Hannibal, and then the Silver Bullets will come on and play starting about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Awesome.
And then, like I said, beer and wine from Hawbrick Enterprises. We had a generous donation from Cole Wholesale. We have a Cole food tent. In addition to that, we've got food trucks as well, like Lickin's Barbecue and the Lotus Drinks.
So,
Super
I
popular.
saw that it was the Lotus Lab. That's something new,
Yeah.
I think. And what Midwesterner doesn't like their Lotus?
There you go.
Have
And
you
they are
noticed
new.
that?
Oh, yeah. Lotus
like,
Drinks are huge.
Anywhere else, though, in the country, they haven't even heard of them. So it's like we're on a different level
It's
here.
kind of like how everything else starts somewhere else and then gets here. Maybe this is our started here, and
I
now
kind of
it's
think
going
so.
everywhere else.
And I love the name of their little shop, the Lotus Lab. So.
I do. Yeah, I do too. It's like a mini trailer, and it's blue and black, if I remember. Like, it sticks out. It's awesome.
I'm sure they let you mix all kinds of, try
Yes.
different things. The Opal Bake Shop, I think that's a new bake shop that does cake pops.
It's a new bake shop and cake pops, and it's the wife of one of my coworkers. So let me tell you, I've got sample like every single flavor.
Where are my samples? Why didn't you bring those in here, Nate?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, so one of the biggest things, though, that I read, the Mississippi Mine Trap.
Yes.
What is that?
Mississippi Mine Trap is an escape room that is run out of Hannibal.
Cool.
If anybody's ever done an escape room, I've done 3 or 4, some in big cities, some in smaller cities. We did the one in Hannibal as a team building event for all our department heads at Good Sam not too long ago. It was awesome.
Where's that at?
Top notch. I believe it's on Broadway in Hannibal. It's in a smaller building. It's kind of back off the street, and it might be one street off Broadway. I can't remember. I don't know Hannibal as well as Quincy. But like I said, we went down and did this about 2 months ago. They are top notch. It's everything, if you've ever done an escape room, that you would come to expect from one. It's inside the church, which we want to let people know. We have an awesome room inside the church, but the weather is looking fantastic for that day, by the way. So like high of 70 and sunny all day. But it is inside the church. That same web address I gave you earlier, you can sign up your group. on there, or you can come to us and do it the day of the event. But they'll be putting that on, and if you've ever done one, it is.
I've never done one. That sounds so much fun.
So much fun with a group of people. We've done them with our family, and that's super interesting.
That is awesome. Congrats to you for getting all that here, too. That's like
Thanks.
a lot of different.
It is a lot of different stuff, yeah. Like I said, we want you to bring the whole family, all the way from grandma and grandpa on down to the kids, because we're going to have something for everybody. And every dollar we raise, every ticket you buy, benefits the Good Samaritan Home Foundation. And like I said, they're the ones who support us financially so we can keep doing what we're doing.
Which... what you're doing. Let's talk just a little bit about Good Samaritan Home.
Of course.
It is by far, like in my opinion, one of the best care homes in
Thank you.
the area.
Yeah.
I've had family members cared for there in the past.
Sure.
And it's just in that situation, they make the best of that situation.
They do. It can be hard sometimes. I myself, I've had 2 family members at Good Samaritan Home. So, our mission is, superior Christian service in a charitable community, and that is what we strive for every day. Obviously, we're a nonprofit, so we support ourselves through various charitable things like events like this, charitable giving, grants, and things like that. But we try to hold ourselves to a higher standard. We try to hold ourselves to that excellence of care. And of course, we offer care all the way from independent living in our giant cottage neighborhoods that you see out next to our facility, all the way skilled nursing inside, through dementia care inside our home as well. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention outpatient therapy. So anybody out there who becomes injured, something like that, we do inpatient and outpatient therapy at Good Samaritan Home too, something they may not know.
Yeah, that is something I didn't know. And then I guess, is there any more that you'd like to add about this carnival?
No, we just want Quincy to show up and show out again. Like I said,
I think they will.
Yeah, I think they will.
This is a party.
Yes, and that's what we want it to be. We want it to be fun. We want everybody to come have a great time. Like I said, something for every facet of the family. I think I didn't even get to mention we've got the quarter auctions where you do the paddles, like Kiwanis does that Quarter Madness once a month. It's kind of styled off that. We've also got silent auction, 50-50 raffle.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, come make a day of it. It's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. First band, Steel and Copper, goes on at 11, plays till 1:30. Then, like I said, the Silver Bullet's followed up 2 to 5.
It's a nice little Saturday afternoon.
It is. It's really something that's going to be enjoyable during the day, and you're supporting a great cause.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here, Nate. I
Thanks,
appreciate it. All right, coming up next, DOB with a BBB with BB.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
All right, and welcome back to the Daily Muddy. Here with me is Don O'Brien with Better Business Bureau, or to me, he's DOB with a BBB.
That alliterates much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
There he goes. Thank you.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Yes. This is the first time we've done this.
Well, no. Come on now. It was one time in the very prehistoric Muddy River beginnings in what is now the office.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, okay. So I'm sorry.
We were sitting much closer.
Yes, yes, this is a much better setup. It was not as quite an intimate setting as it was back then.
But so welcome to the new setting. And I do enjoy the BBB reports that I get to social almost every Sunday.
I appreciate that.
And I love watching you and Ashley.
And I get a lot of, I tell you what, we do get a lot of feedback from the, not only from the segments I do here, but also with that weekly column that we put. So I thank Muddy River for
people like to read.
Yes.
Imagine that.
What do you want to read about this week? Oh, I can tell you what we're going to read about. We're going to give a preview of what we're going to have in the, if you watch today, it's going to be a spoiler alert.
For Sundays?
For your Sunday,
All right.
for the weekend column.
Okay, what is it?
Bait and switch social media scams.
Ooh.
Do you know what bait and switch social?
That
I know 100%
fishing?
You've seen them.
Fishing
kind of, yes. So I know you've seen these where you see someone, they say they've got a lost child or an endangered senior citizen.
Something where they
or a
really
dog.
pulls on the hearts.
Correct.
The heartstrings.
Or a dog that's been injured and they're trying to reunite it with the owner. You've seen these, right?
Yes.
So
they kill me.
Yes, because they want you to share them.
Okay.
Now, do you share these posts?
No.
Good.
Because
Don't.
you told me not to.
Yes,
but
thank you.
I would had you not told me not to.
So what these folks are trying to do, again, like you said, they're fishing. They're throwing the bait out, and then they're going to switch it. Eventually, what happens to those posts is that they go from this heart-wrenching tale of loss or injury, and then they switch it to something like a grant scam or an apartment scam, a rental scam, something like that. And we found, reported to our Better Business Bureau scam tracker, we had a 63.8% increase in people saying that they were touched first via social media scams. You know, that's where in 22 it was one number, and 23 it was 68, almost 64% higher. So social media is a great place for these scammers to be. So we need to put on our critical thinking caps while we're on social media. I know that runs counter to what social media is.
I don't know. I think if you use it wisely, you can.
But yes, we need to be critically thinking. And a lot of these things pop up in public groups that are on Facebook. And I hate to call out Facebook specifically, but that's where these things go. So a couple things you can do. If there are no comments, if you're not allowed to comment on the original post, that more than likely is a scam post.
Okay.
Because especially let's say you've got this dog that needs to be reunited with its owner, allegedly. Well, if you can't comment on the post, how are you going to say, oh, hey, that's my dog?
Yeah.
So that's one thing. A lot of times they also hashtag the city in there. It will say hashtag Quincy, which is kind of weird, or hashtag Hannibal, or hashtag Keokuk, or wherever you might be located, Macomb, wherever it might be. So that's kind of weird. So if you can't comment on the post, that's likely bogus. Also, look to see who posted it. Many of these are random accounts. If you're in that group, let's say that you're in whatever Facebook group you're in, and you see a post from someone, you just click on their name, and you can see how long they've been in that, and how long they've been members of that group. Oh. And you can also see some of the posts that they've made or that they've reacted to or something like that. So it gives you their history. And the history of a lot of these bots, which is what they are, or scammers, is very short. They may have been in the group for a day or two. So there are things we can do to help us. You may be thinking sitting there watching this like, well, what's the big deal about sharing an innocent post on Facebook?
Yeah, what's the purpose?
Okay, so I trust you, right?
Yes.
You have friends in your group that trust you.
Yes.
So they think, well, gosh, if Brittany's sharing this, and while it may have been the missing senior at the beginning, It may also now be an apartment rental scam that they've switched it to. So that's like, well, gosh, if Brittany Boll is sharing this, and that sounds like a pretty good deal. I'm going to look at that. And then, you never know what they're going to step into.
So that's the bait and switch,
yes.
of switching it from
the
man to the apartment or
correct.
Something like that. What about, is there anything else that you're susceptible to? Like when you're sharing these posts, can they get into your...
No, you're not. The access. It's not like they're going to have access to your Facebook or anything like that. But again, they might see who's sharing this post, and they might make an inventory of that, and then maybe target you in some other scam. Send you a direct message somehow. The other thing that you need to know about this scam specifically is a couple of things that they use: the lost child, the endangered senior. Official, like the police are going to report that.
Yes.
You're going to hear from the state police or your county or your local police
if
we have a missing 6-year-old kid or an 87-year-old senior who has left his or her home. Those are going to come from official sources, not some random on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, that's just a couple things to keep in mind. This is, you can have a lot of fun on social media, but there are traps out there too. So we just want you to think critically. We want you to think before you hit that share button.
And then when you tell people, hey, this is a scam, like you comment that, do you ever feel that secondhand embarrassment? Like, I'm like, hey, this is a scam.
And I do that. I see people share these a lot, and I'll write on there.
So do you feel bad?
Comment. I don't feel bad when I do that because you have to educate them.
Yeah.
I don't say, oh, hey, silly, this is a scam. I don't belittle them by any means.
I'm not belittling. I'm just saying, hey, this is a scam, or I say scam, and I still feel like, oh, I just hurt them because they thought they were saving.
They thought they were doing something good.
Yeah.
But again, if we can get people to think more critically and to stop sharing these things, we wouldn't have to put those scam, to remind them it's a scam.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what's real anymore half the time.
Well, and that's a good thing. You talk about artificial intelligence. Sometimes you don't know if they're going to start using that to make up a photo of, I'm sure you can put into AI, photo of 85-year-old Caucasian person or 85-year-old African-American person who looks lost or something like that. So, you've got to, use your thinking cap when you're online. And if you do that, you'll be fine. There's a lot of traps out there, but again, if you think critically, you should be okay.
Outside of the BBB, this is probably the trap that I fell into this morning. I read today that the contract for Taylor and Swift and Kelsey's relationship was exposed.
There's a contract?
I'm telling you, I don't even know what's real anymore. I don't know what's real. So
well, we've not investigated that yet at the BBB.
Well, when you do, please call me and I'll read that one right away too.
Will do.
I thank you for being here. Thank you. That does it for today's Daily Muddy. Thanks for watching.